sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Hey ya folks, Perfect here. Thank you so much for tuning in to my sneaky sneak rust base build video. I know I've been reluctant to reveal my base while I stream. That's because I didn't want my loot to be an easy find for any raiders who might be watching, and well, that would just defeat the purpose of how I build my bases. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video and the twitchy rust sunrise.
Ain't no sunshine when she's
So it all begins with a front door, but this of course is a decoy door used to misguide raiders. I usually have storage rooms with decoy boxes, and I always use a series of locked doors because I like to make it as hard as possible to get around. This empty hallway here will soon be filled with half blocks, which there are 2 layers of all around my base, just to make it so you can't blow through one wall and make your way in. The only other way to go now is up and out to nothing! And yes, there is a lot of unaccounted for space, and it seems to be behind this here wall. What is it, you ask? Well, I'll show you. You have to, of course, take my real front door, which I like to place behind bushes to make my decoy door more appealing. Here again, I have a series of doors to keep you guessing which way it is you should be going. You know, to second guess your sanity as to whether you should blow the next door open or take a turn and blow open a wall. You'll see now that there's a drop down, and that is because I've made use of half blocks throughout my base, and you'll see why in a moment. So of course I have some more storage space, but sorry to say these are all decoy as well. You will also see a second set of stairs that lead to nowhere? Huh. Well, that's because I like this little raised hallway it creates, and it also leads to a raised storage room through this here door, and please ignore the missing floors, someone helped themselves. Over here I've again made use of extended space provided by half blocks to make a sort of shelf using triangle floors and regular floors just to keep things interesting. The top can be reached with a ladder in case you were wondering. But now for the real reveal. You can see a tool cupboard here, but it serves a much different purpose in my base. It's actually hiding the space that's behind these stairs. Would you look at that, folks? This space can be reached by crouching and jumping down, but there are many other ways to hide spaces behind the stairs, and I'll show you a couple of those ways in my next video. I chose to make this room split into 2, just for double the storage space, but it also never hurts to slow down the raiders who may have made it this far. And in case you were wondering, none have. Out of the 3 bases that I've created with this tactic, no raiders have succeeded in finding my loot. And here is a clear example of how this could potentially slow someone, even myself, down. There you have it, folks, my hidden loot room that can be easily overlooked by raiders who are in a hurry or who may underestimate you as a builder. Stay tuned for my next video in which I build a smaller scale version from start to finish and show you a couple different ways to hide your entrances to your hidden loot room. Thank you so much for watching this far. Please enjoy this bonus clip. Cheers!
Oh god, again.
Oh my god.
Laughing about.
I totally had that recorded. Oh, dang.